This is episode 4 of Faerie Afterlight. We're going to see if we can wrap it up this time. We didn't last time, but I think we're real close. Full disclosure, I did pop in just a little bit ago and spent like 10-15 minutes just grabbing some of the currency, just farming a couple enemies on repeat so that I could round out the number of hearts that we've got here. Just because it was really not very engaging gameplay. But we're right back exactly where we left off, and now we've got the full 10 here that should give us the ability to just sort of face tank our way through this. If I had the right ability selected. You know what I bet it intends for us to do? That's close. The timing of this feels weird to me. There we go. Now we should be able... I don't think there's any secrets here that we need to worry about. This feels very Path of Pain-y. Okay. this one, I'm pretty sure they just want us to double jump and dash, but slightly painful. It reset us all the way back here. That right there is exactly why. Hey OBD, how's it going, man? How's the bed fam? That spot right there is exactly why I was sticking to the walls, because you can't look down in this game. There's no way to like preview where you're going, so I couldn't tell if there was going to be a safe floor for me to reach. I'm good. I'm ready to be done with this game, to be honest. It's sort of overstayed its welcome as far as I'm concerned. There's not enough in this game to keep me happy, which is a shame, because aesthetically I'm into it. Like, the game looks good, but it's a little bit on the shallow side, just in terms of like the exploration and like the mechanics. The mechanics don't really build off of each other as well as they could, and a lot of that just comes down to like chaining and like the ability. So the ability tree here for the weapons, we've got like this projectile, this ranged attack here. We've got this time bomb attack here. We've got this arc bomb here, and then we've got our gliding ability here. Notice how there's like a second of delay, like a literal second, between me pressing on the D-pad and it being available. And even if there wasn't there, trying to do the D-pad in the air while gliding and doing stuff, like you can't really chain those together the same way that you could with, say, the Guacamelee abilities, which has really expressive stuff. Do I need to go there? I kind of think I don't, because I can just do this. Yeah, why would I go up there if I can just skip the whole thing? Is there gonna be some blocks or something? I kind of feel like I just skipped a huge chunk of this. But alright, hey y'all. You finally came. Grady Red has been awaiting you in Lucentia's Hall of Audience. I'm sure we're all aware that a battle will be unavoidable the moment you decide to confront him, but don't worry, you're not alone. The valiant warriors of Polar Soleil will aid in your fight against Grady Red. Still, you must be very careful. You can't underestimate him. Here's an example of something that's like a super minor touch, but the text balloons are placed in the world according to where the character who's speaking is, which is fine. But the fairies keep like doing this little drifting around thing, and so this text bubble, each line of dialogue from that character is in a slightly different place, and it's just unnecessary. It shouldn't be happening. Kimi and I will evacuate the fairies out of harm's way. We will come to aid you should fate give us a chance. Kimo, whatever truth may lay itself before your eyes, I hope you'll be able to accept it and face it. Your choices in these moments will be the key of luminous salvation. Now, off you go. It's interesting that the camera here... So the camera is clearly on a rail, Imagine a invisible line down the middle, and as we move left and right, we're going off the edges of the camera. We're not staying center, which again is fine, but it feels a little bit weird because I can't actually see the side of this room. There's something here, and I'm able to like get off screen over here, which I don't love. It feels super weird that like we've got this blank spot here. I will, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this right now because it's gonna bother me. Pop back down, and let's stick our head over here and see if we can trigger this area to being on the map. There we go. I wonder why they did that. That feels very strange to me that you're like, hey, here's multiple paths up to the middle that don't really matter because of the abilities that you've got. Maybe it has something to do with the background art that they're doing, which I haven't really commented on, but is pretty cool. I like this whole like rib cage thing they got going on. Yeah. This solid is. So just talking about good aspects of the art, here's a bad aspect. Visually, this line right here, this vertical line that I'm right in front of, and this diagonal line, how are you supposed to tell them apart? How are you supposed to tell what of this is solid and what of this isn't? The design language, it's just not clear. It's really hard to tell like what's background, what's foreground, what's solid, what's permeable, etc. I think there might be a tiny bit of yellow to this, but if there is, I'm struggling to see it. I don't know. Little things like that end up hurting this game really disproportionately because it's verging on being good, but then little things that should be pretty easy to fix just really like knock it way back, disproportionately painful. Things like, hey, here's a splash card and the dialogue's behind it instead of in front of it. To think that my own kin would come to oppose me, do you truly still insist upon rescuing and reviving Lucentia, blinded by her light? You have no idea what kind of being she is. What a fool, you will not stand a chance against me. That's a big fingers, dude. Dodgy? That was silly of me. Taking multiple hits here that I shouldn't have. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay. Well, I have a real dog's breakfast of this. The character lost his horizontal movement again, and that messed it up. That bug right there is a really painful thing. And then also here, we're gonna pause in just a second to talk about something else. So look at my character and look at how he just sort of disappears against low, again, horizontal movement. The way that the character sort of disappears against the background of Faerie here. At least we've got a glow. That does help. What's this? Man, I feel like the motion probably works, which is a problem. Yeah, I just had it again. Probably mistakes there. Very avoidable mistakes too, so that's on me. It does look cool though. I like the big circle of sorts in the background. Okay, so it's three thingies. Okay, I lost horizontal movement there again. Yeah, just dump everything. Control of our character again. If anything's gonna make me rage quit, it's gonna be losing control of my horizontal movement while playing in, like, you know, a boss fight. So the fact that it's happened like 6 times in the 20 minutes we've been playing, not great. killing me, which is interesting. It reads as, oh no, I've left my cursor on screen, that's really distracting. Maybe? Yes. Little spread, huh? How ironic that everything has come to this. Do you simply blindly follow every instruction that little fairy offers you? You who are part of me, all your journeying, yet the truth continues to elude you. How can darkness ever be removed completely from the light? It cannot be. There is no one capable of ruling the darkness, the shadows, those who lurk in the shades, but one as myself, and she would rule it even as she loathes it, simply because the very darkness itself is unsightly. Fools, it was she who tipped the balance of the world when she imprisoned me. Even this battle just now. Your very friend, born of light, and you of darkness, and yet you came together to defeat me. That alone proves that light and darkness cannot be separated. Your spirit is commendable despite every obstacle you found your way here. You never gave up. Though you are a weak creature, you are stronger with every step of your journey, stronger together. So be it. Let the truth be buried forever. Strength, promise you will keep this world's balance for me. At last, I am free of that foul and dreary darkness. Such a gift would truly be limited, like the first light that shines down from heaven. And it is all thanks to you. Oh, we've changed voices. For setting me free from Ruby Roscrat, for all your efforts in gathering my broken fragments to have my undying gratitude. Your Highness, this is more praise than we deserve. We only did what had to be done. Indeed, you did the right thing, little one. Did we? Fear not, with the tainted darkness gone, I shall reign once more in Lumina, blessing this land with prosperity and forever shining through the shadow. Everything will be bathed in light. Everything will be in my order. Does not feel like a good ending to me. So, oh man, there's a lot to talk about here. Immediately pressing thing. In that cutscene, we had 3 different people talking, and the way that we knew that they were talking was just context clues. There wasn't a different font, there wasn't a different color, there wasn't a little "this is who's speaking." You could sort of see like the positioning with Wispy being at the bottom and Lucentia being at the top, but it was hard to tell. I didn't pick up immediately that we had switched who was speaking. This is why, you know, a lot of games will put the name on the text box, or, you know, like a little thingy at the bottom corner. There's a lot of options of doing that. I'm a big believer in, hey, put the name of the person on every box that's doing it. Put it in a color to reinforce it. Maybe even give different fonts to different characters depending on how extremely different their voice is supposed to be. And do a little, you know, Banjo-Kazooie sound on top of it. The way that Hollow Knight does Wafanada. You know, that establishes this is what the character should sound like. This is who's speaking and all of that. It goes a long way. Putting all that aside, that ending, I imagine this game has multiple endings, so we'll take a gander, see if the Abyss has anything for us, maybe get a different ending. It felt like we were being set up for like a big bad reveal, like, oh, you've helped the wrong god here. And then it didn't. Just, hey, everything will be bathed in light. Right? Is that good? I feel like that's not good. But the game didn't really like rebuke it. This whole game, I've been sort of like waiting for like the, you know, the light is bad. There's been too much light, you know, kind of a Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing where we're on the wrong side of history here. And it just never came. The fairies are like, hey, we're repairing the thing. You're like, okay, when's shit gonna go sideways? And then you're like, shit never went sideways. We just kept doing our thing and getting there. Another just big aggregate thing. So I talked about this a little bit when we started. This game's not actually had much exploration. So we've got our starting area. There's an area over to the side, another area. Starting area. You get to the area above that. From there, you can then go to the 2 areas to the side, one of which connects to that original area. And then from those 3 upper areas, you can go up to whatever the name of it is, Ashen something. And then from that, you can go to the final level where we started today. What we found in those areas was almost exclusively the bosses. Each area had a boss. Killing the boss got us 2 abilities. One, like, combat ability, and one, like, movement ability. We didn't find masked fragments. We didn't find soul vessels. We didn't find, like, items. There was that whole inventory screen. Let's take a look at it, actually. So there's this whole inventory screen with 12 slots on it. And I think I've seen 3 things in here. Ever? So we weren't really finding that much. All of our upgrades, all of our like things that we got which beefed us up were actually just purchases from the shop vendor for money, which is like the least interesting way to do upgrades. Do you have anything? Okay, so that's nice. I appreciate that it gives us the option of teleporting down. I kind of assume that I've missed some crap I'm going to take a gander at these branches that we didn't explore and see if maybe they hold secrets and that's why they exist. Otherwise, I don't know why they do. No secrets here. Where my hood is. That's not a great sign. I'm assuming that I bugged it when I accepted the bell and then didn't use it. There is, it looks like, there's something up there. What it could be, though, because I feel like I'm being super harsh on this game right now. Like, it's clearly a labor of love. Like, the team clearly put a lot of work into this, but like. So many little errors. So many little errors that really hold this game back. Alright, so given that we didn't see anything here, even though it looks like there's something right here-ish, let's try. I feel like I did a decent job of exploring the downstairs part. So if there's gonna be stuff that I missed, it's probably gonna be over here. In this area. So there's another thing. This is more of like an architectural thing. We have this stamina bar essentially for our abilities. And I'm not totally sure why it exists. Any place where the game asks you to use your abilities for like platforming and stuff, it always provides you one of these, because it has to. Like, if it takes you a bunch of tries, then it needs to give you the juice to do it. But that means that, like, I guess this is just for like combat's sake, that you need it for the sake of, oh, don't take control of every enemy immediately, but okay, just make it a recharging bar. There we go. There's one of them. The fact that it doesn't recharge feels a little strange. Because that would have simplified a lot of the clutter on the map. Like, look at how many of these little green things they had to have in order to keep the player able to get through the sections without having to, you know, die. This probably in the void. There's really no telling where this part is, because I don't think that they're like arranged sequentially. So we'll see if we can find this. Certain we've gotten this one as well, but just in case. Yeah, so that's number one. The other one was over there. So it feels like over to the left would make the most sense, just in terms of spacing, but... pretty sure that's it right there. Sanctuary, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough for stuff. Did I find everything in Ashen Sanctuary? It looks like I did. Yeah. So it's the Moonlight in the Dark. Alright, so that's Celeste Bathiel. Yeah. Celeste Bathiel's probably where we need to go, just in terms of getting stuff. Here's another like little minor feature request that would make this game a lot better. If they would indicate at the little doors where you're gonna go. Not at all a deal breaker. Like that is a very minor feature request, but it would help. Alright, so this says exploration 100%, but we're missing what looks to me like half of the thingies in here. So let's just do a little pass. Probably nothing there. Seems likely, yeah. Probably not the way that you're supposed to do that, but... ah, dang it. I do actually kind of want those coins. I have earned 1,000 of the little coins. I just got an achievement for it. Alright, so we got that one there. I feel like we did go there, but we'll check. That's not the way. Map and look at other old nooks and crannies. Looks like there's a nook and cranny. There's a couple directly above us. Those are likely. There's another nook there. So we'll, you know what? We'll use this to go here. Just poke at those and rope to the right. Fast travel. On the map like it's a much bigger thing than it actually is, which is fine. That is not interesting. Pretty sure we've done this one right. Yeah, we definitely have. Alright, so that means it's probably tucked away over here somewhere. Possibly that spot on the top right. I do like that we can interact with the save spots. Oh, I did not see that enemy. I do like that we can interact with the save spots while running. That is nice. Diaries. I'm thinking there. Which way is the intended way for the player to go? I'm guessing it's this way. And that's all the cuneiforms. Nice. Thoroughness. See, I want this game to be a proper Metroidvania. You need lots of stuff to find, to look at, to poke at. So you need more just things to find. Ways to interact with the world. And they don't necessarily have to be like player upgrades, you know, like hop back up to the previous area so that we can purchase that last little bit. So I'm pretty sure that'll be another completion item for us. Targeting system and the interacting with these thingies share the same stick, and so camera Y. So that means that we got a little bit of a do not want to be doing this, but we're doing it anyways kind of situation going on. There he is. Little surprised that didn't trigger anything. Alright, we're gonna go Happy Reef. And then poke our heads down in the abyss. Are there any save points? There's not, which is a little weird. Alright, well, let's run. It's actually quite weird now that I think of it, considering how this game is with checkpoints. For the very beginning of the game to basically be checkpoint free. I mean, the danger down here is super minimal, but players find a way. Oh, Crazy Rev's hands. Yep, they're still here. Interesting. Okay, I really expected the person to be here. Okay, where did we first encounter? Because the person said, like, oh, I'll be where we first met. And I thought it was, like, right here-ish. Had to have met them in the lower half of this area. Almost certain of that. Not 100% certain, but pretty certain. have been just like right over there. Feels odd. I feel like it was right here. They were looking at a door that we needed a key to. Right? There's a little bit of confusion on my side about what that meant. So maybe... could it have been the next area? That doesn't seem right. That super doesn't seem right. Maybe it was. This is the spot where I farmed for money, by the way. Because those two enemies respawn really quickly. I sworn that we had that liquor in the first area. Maybe my memory's just terrible. Confident it's not going to be over here. Pretty confident. Right, definitely not here. Am I misremembering some of the areas? Do we meet them in an area that is before this one somehow? Alright, this right here is where the boss was. This is, I'm pretty sure, where we need to go. This goes to the next area. This doesn't have the little key bit that I was expecting. Was it in here and I'm just an idiot? No, there's no way. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. Let's... Give me a second to pull up my own YouTube channel. And look at our first video. 1 second. All right, let's give the all right, let's see. Let me just switch over to desktop scene. There we go. So, all right. Alright, so here's me looking at a map. Which is in the first area. So, a wall here. First 30 minutes. Okay. So that's good. Yeah. We've got a one-sided breakable wall here. Second. Sort of skipping forwards until I. But a lot of fragments that fell from her. Boy, this conversation was a lot longer than I expected. We have no map, alright. Okay, so this is definitely in the first area. So that's one. Okay, I feel like I remember this. So if we pop back. Dude. It's like right there-ish. Spot where we first met them, for sure. Don't know where they are. Huh. Alright. Back to Polar Solium to talk to them, I guess. See, so I can see you here. Can't find a passageway. What place is it? Cuneiform that I've taken note of before. There's a secret passage. Okay. Okay, so we needed to... I thought that I'd seen that, like, oh, go back to where we first met them? Maybe? Alright, so... we've done that. Yes. So, now... like I just skimmed over some dialogue that I might regret having skimmed over, but... I'm ready to wrap this up. Right, we're here. Give me horizontal control back, please. I feel like I'm probably, in that case, perceiving a problem that isn't there. The game hasn't given me any control back yet, but because of the problems that I've had with the horizontal control before, it makes me think that the game is having a problem there that it's not. The stuff. It's very huge. Have you seen it before, Kimo? No? There, look. Vine covering. Is this creature dead? I don't really have a good feeling about this. We're gonna pour the thing on it. So this is how the keys work. I wonder how we should use this Sol Alirana. Gosh. We have to... okay, so we need water. Which I guess, I thought that I'd gotten enough from that person. But maybe there's some other component. I'm about to just say, well, I'm just not gonna find this out, but you get any water from that? Nope. Try a couple theories. Alright, no interacting with the sphere. So, I'm going to try taking a look at the Titan, see if there's some juice there. If there's not, I think I'm good with not knowing whatever's in the abyss. That's good. All right. More theories, but I don't met them, that didn't pan out. Alright. Let's just find out. I'm kind of over the whole idea of seeking this out. So I think I skipped over some dialogue that I needed to. Looking up. Alright, we will attempt one more thing. If this is the case, I'm going to be a little annoyed, but isn't the case, then I will be not annoyed, but like done. My thinking is, this game's not shown much in the way of conditional dialogue or any like branching dialogue paths or anything like that. I'm wondering if I needed to talk to the map person after having gotten all of the cuneiform, and do I need to have talked to the map person after having gotten all of the diaries, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So I just literally have to like run through a variant of the same conversation for every area for all of the stuff that I've found. I'm not reading this dialogue. This is not worth it. Okay, so that... Is this why? No, because all of these stack. Also, side note, don't love that the NPC, like, I get it, but don't love that the NPCs in the background are still in, like, panic mode after I've beaten the final boss. I guess, like, the justification here is when we loaded back into our save, we're back to before the final boss, but... Alright, so we've talked to that dude 6 times now to get all of the water. At the end of which, our fairy was like, these aren't keys, this is water. Even though we've, like, gone and poured the water on stuff, so... I hate being this negative about this game, but, like... That's just... It's clunky. It's not good game design to have these kind of problems. There's a big difference between being obtuse and being, you know, cryptic. Like, games can be mysterious without being frustrating. It really also, it turns me off a lot that we're getting the same, like, couple of sentences for, like, each time we do this. Because that reads as, oh, you've hit a, like, infinite loop thing, and not a, oh, yeah, we just didn't bother writing different dialogue for the 6 times that we're going to make you do this. At least here they did, like, because I had all of the water, chain those animations off and not make me do this stuff. The bird is a lot more gross than I expected. Alright. We're finally in, finally doing the stuff that I intended to do. That was more of a pain to get to than I expected, but we're in it now. Oh, it's chasing us. This is a chase sequence. Damn. And I'm gonna have to redo the whole thing every time. Chase sequence where you have to pause doesn't feel great. Nope. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, interesting. They had a checkpoint there. Glide ability in places other than updrafts. can't believe we managed to escape that thing. What was that terrifying creature? I've never seen such a horror, not even in my wildest dreams. You think it looked like it was being morphed by the darkness? I didn't notice. I was too panicked back there. What is this place, though? Secret cuneiform. I've traversed through all of Lumina, just as Her Highness requested. I've witnessed many lives, studied many cultures, and acknowledged many bitter histories, all of which have been recorded in various cuneiforms. Such the truth will not be buried by the ticking of time. All this time, we have been living so comfortably up above, ignorant of the world below polar solium. Lumina is indeed in complete imbalance. As much as I hate to admit this, we do need the darkness. No light will endure without the shadows, just as the shadow cannot be cast without the light. The absence of one will tip the balance, inevitably leading to destruction. I must report this grave situation to Her Highness as soon as possible, yet I doubt she will care. Lucentia believes everything in Lumina to be in perfect order, nothing amiss. She won't believe a word I say of what I have witnessed with my own eyes. It was a mistake for her to banish Crateref, His Highness, from the throne. We should never have evicted him simply because he was of the darkness, for his creations of the Titans. The Titans themselves, despite their displeasing visages, have done so many good deeds for countless creatures of Lumina. Now His Highness grows stronger and more powerful each day as he is locked in prison, fueled by anger and bitterness. It is only a matter of time before he is free of his shackles. I'm filled with doubt and anxiety as I write this cuneiform. I don't think I will be returning to Polar Solium, not with the knowledge that no single word of mine would be heeded. My deepest apologies for not returning, Your Highness. May the light continue to shine over the clouds of darkness. May the dark forever be the home of moon and stars. Sorry for not reading that, but I find Wispy's dialogue to be not that great, and I had a suspicion that turned out to be true that we were about to get just a bunch of it, and we did. Kimo, are you still upset with me? Are you sure? I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm upset with you. You're terrible. I hope I can make it up to you. So this is back where we started. Interesting that it spawned us on the hands. I didn't even realize there was a platform here. And I assume that we have to beat the final boss again to get a different ending. So I guess we'll head on over and try and do that real quick. Classic me thing. I don't love that there's not a bestiary in this game. It, in my opinion, pretty much always makes Metroidvanias better to have a bestiary. Because it gives you something to collect, it gives you a reason to engage with enemies more. And it also, gives you more lore. It's an easy way for the game to sort of enrich itself. This one misses that opportunity. But I think it probably misses kind of on purpose, because if it did that, it would highlight that there's like 10 enemies. Plus, the bosses. There's almost... there's not that many more enemies than there are bosses. Alright. Let's try this again. See if I can do a better job of beating the final boss this time. I'll be interested to see if he actually has like additional forms or patterns or anything. Maybe. Wait. Alright, so the dialogue has changed here. Wait, what Lucintia did wasn't right. That doesn't mean it's right for you to do all of this. So I should do nothing to let myself remain her victim. The hypocrisy. I am through with your prejudice. Now perish. Prejudices? I'm not quite sure how to say that. Lost horizontal control again. So 2 hits in the first wave of attacks. One of which was my fault, one of which wasn't. That one wasn't. That one didn't feel like my fault. That one felt like bad. You gotta not be greedy. We've managed to weaken him, now's our chance. Chemo? I understand, Chemo. Whatever your decision may be, I will never leave your side. Let me accompany you in this one last battle. Oh shit, so we're doing a full-on, like, Radiance thing. But... fuck. We're doing a full-on, like, Radiant style fight. But with no healing. Like, even Hollow Knight gave you a full heal when you entered the Radiance fight. Wow. Also, it's telling that there's no energy, stamina, recharge thingy here, no shrine. Fucked it up at the last second. much like Hollow Knight, you end up sort of getting really good at this fight because of the practice that you're getting. He says, and then fucks up a simple attack immediately. Sloppy. Man, okay. Alright, this one's basically a one. Alright, let's... Horizontal control, please. Let's see if we can beat him. We'll give it like 3 more tries, I reckon. And then, if I don't have the skill, I just don't have the skill. It is what it is. I'm not the kind of person who, like, throws himself at a game that he's not enjoying. Lost part of control there again. Oh, interesting that it's even possible for... Wow, did that hit me? That attack to happen twice in a row. Wow, okay. I really screwed that one up. See, again, like, a self-heal here would be huge. Like, I would love the opportunity for some tactical... Oh, I got a healing window here. Let's take advantage of it. Sloppy now. It's not clear to me whether Faerie Rev has like limited total health, or if each one of these attacks has a certain amount of health or something. It feels like each attack has a certain amount of health, and maybe that's counting towards an overall pool, but because like that bit where the spinny bit is coming up, right, or when the platforms are on there and the floor's all thorns, and the little spinny things, those each have, I think, 4 hit points. But it's not clear to me how that works. Okay. Made it through without any really silly mistakes. We lost lost horizontal control. Perfect time. Has felt a little bit. I kind of feel like I might have bugged it a little bit with them picking the same attacks back to back like this multiple times. Third time this attack's happened. That was silly. That should have okay, so that right there, that implies to me that these are just phases that you're checking the boxes on, essentially. Several dumb mistakes there. Dodge right when that happens. Bit of RNG here that you can do without, where the spinners spawn would be a little bit like it's easier if they spawn underneath, at least for me. Totally unforced hit. But we're back in it again with Just one health. Damn! I thought I could pogo off of it. I could not. Man, that's a lot of fight to redo for something that I fucked up immediately. Apologies for being quiet here. But I'm trying to actually win this. I'm trying not to have unnecessary hits. Glitchy behavior with some of these attack animations. No good reason. Alright. Yeah, right there, like nothing. Going in with at least 3, which is, 3 times better than we've ever had before. What even fucking hit me? Ugh, replay the tape. Something hit me there, and I didn't even see what. Alright, last try, and then we're gonna call it. We've been going for an hour and 45, and most of that has been me not having a good time. So, hate to end a game on a sour note, but sometimes a game is just not for me. Spawn at the top is somewhat unfortunate for us. That's it right there. Yep. Chat. I'm gonna call it here. Whatever this game has story-wise after this, I can't imagine that it is worth the growing dissatisfaction and unhappiness that I'm feeling. This is just not worth the aggravation. So I am going to practice good mental health and just not do things that I'm not enjoying. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate y'all being here. This was Faerie Afterlight. I really wish it was better. I am happy to play difficult games. I have played the shit out of Hollow Knight. I've beaten the Radiance, beaten Grim, all of that stuff. It is somewhat a skill issue here that is frustrating me, but also this is just not a fun fight. The hits don't feel earned when you take damage. You got no way of recovering. They're like, Hollow Knight fight. All right. Part of what makes the Hollow Knight formula work so well, you get soul from hitting enemies, so you are encouraged to play aggressively in order to get the resource that lets you then play defensively, and that creates an ebb and a flow to the fight. I'm on the offense, I'm getting attacks in, now I need to find my healing window to bring it all back, to recover the damage that I've taken, and that applies to both boss battles and exploration. Getting into exploration, you're getting yourself into a tight spot, and you're like, all right, I need to step back and look at these enemies and figure out how to grab some soul from them so I can heal and keep exploring. This game doesn't have a healing mechanic, so there's no ebb and flow. This is a battle of attrition. Either I wear the boss out or the boss wears me out. There's no flow there. There's just two gradients, and where's the intersection? So it's not a dance, especially not with my characters sometimes just not moving the way that I'm telling them to move, and with a lot of these hitboxes not quite feeling right. Admittedly, a lot of the hits I'm taking on this one are me. I'm saying that in the play, hey, I'm taking that hit, that was on me. But some of those also just don't feel earned. Just don't feel good. So, yeah, I really wish this game was better. The art's really pretty. The sound is, okay. It's a Metroidvania, and I like Metroidvanias, but not this one. Not this one. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see y'all in the next one.